Good evening, trustees and members of the community. Such a great pleasure to be here this evening, September 27th, and I had planned to begin my remarks in the same way that Ms. Carter did, and that is I just want to express, trustees and community, our extreme gratitude to our teachers, our staffs in the buildings, our principals, and our parents and our students who have endured several days in a row of extreme late September heat. So we are moving forward to have a discussion, as the board is willing, with our governance committee, and then also continuing to prioritize with our sinking fund. And we're so grateful to our community for approving an increase in the sinking fund, and this will allow us as a board and as a community to provide more air conditioning into buildings. So trustees, you know that we're working on a strategic plan with that, at least to get some areas of every building where we could provide the relief that is needed. We know that this may be over now that October is rolling in, but it certainly will reemerge as we get to April, May, and June. Because we do have hot days at that time as well. I'm so pleased to share with you the announcement of our 2018 National Merit Semi-Finalists. I am just incredibly proud that we have 56 of the 87 National Merit Scholarship Semi-Finalists in Washtenaw County for this year. This is the largest number of semi-finalists named from any Michigan school district. And Huron High School, with 28, is among Michigan schools that claim the most semifinalists. Pioneer follows with 17, Skyline has 8, and Community has 2. And in fact, this year, the Ann Arbor Public Schools accounts for approximately 11% of the state's national semifinalists. 11% of the 534 students in Michigan who've been selected for this honor. Huron High School is 5th in the state for the number in any one Michigan school. So congratulations to our National Merit semifinalists. We wish them the very best in the next round of this work. And we're just so extremely proud of yet another national bar that Ann Arbor achieves at a very high level. On Monday, September 18th, I had the opportunity to participate along with Ms. Jenna Bacalor, Executive Director for Community Education and Recreation. We began the week with WACY, and for those who may not be familiar, that's the Washtenaw Alliance for Children and Youth. And we were alongside community leaders as they shared their 2017 report card. It's difficult to print out because it's on a Prezi, but I would invite folks to just go to the WACY website and click into this. It will allow you to see an incredible amount of data that shows the condition of the young people in our community. Of note in celebrations is the reduced teen pregnancy rate of 2.7%. It is currently the lowest among any Michigan county. So we're very proud of that progress, and I don't remember all of the previous years, but it's a significant drop over time, so we've made progress there. There is good news in this report, and there is also consistent news, trustees and community, that just remind us of things we know. And those are at-risk factors around social emotional health, around addiction issues, and all of it particularly tied in this report to poverty in our county. And so trustees, as you know, this is a priority in the Ann Arbor Public Schools to really look at moving the needle on some of these many of these critical indicators around students living in poverty. Currently, 1 in 4 of our Ann Arbor Public Schools students comes to us each day from a home impacted by poverty. We take that very seriously, and we know that it is up to us to change the trajectory that we see without intervention. Slauson staff and students recently held a ribbon cutting ceremony for their new outdoor classroom. You'll get to see some photos here. I'm really proud of their work over at Slauson. They built an outdoor classroom featuring these long benches built into a slope facing the school garden near the building's main entrance. Those of you who are familiar with Slauson property, you know this area prior was a steep slope that was really unusable. But with the assistance of garden planners and a parent who designs retaining walls, it was made into a space where classes can now be held there. The project took over a year to plan and was financed by a grant from Ann Arbor Farm and Garden, as well as the Slauson PTO and the engagement of Slauson teachers. We're very excited for this beautiful, beautiful space. Congrats to our Slauson team. Skyline men's soccer team, if you've not heard, has been selected as #1 in the division for this week by the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association. Chris Morgan is the coach, and congrats, Eagles. What an achievement. On Monday, September 18th, I was very excited, along with members of my team, to share with our PTO council at their first meeting of the year. We were able to share back to school updates. We're just really excited to engage with representatives from almost every school. I think we were only short maybe 1 or 2 campuses that weren't represented, and I was very pleased to have with me Mr. Andrew Cluley, Mr. Marios Dimitriou, Jazz Parks, Middle School Executive Director, and Mr. Paul DeAngelis, High School Executive Director. We now have with us this week some very special guests, a delegation of 30 9th and 10th grade students from Toyota City, Japan. They are visiting Ann Arbor. They are staying with host families in our district and attending school with their host student. You can see them pictured here. You may recall that the junior orchestra from Toyota City visited Ann Arbor in the summer of 2015, and what a great memory that visit was, as they performed a concert together with our Pioneer High School Orchestra. You recall that concert was at Hill Auditorium. Yes, we performed at Hill Auditorium with the 2 groups put together. It's been a great week, and they have a few more days here, and we're excited to welcome this great student group. Miss Annette Ferguson has been overseeing that endeavor, and she's done a tremendous job. Next week, we will turn around again and host about a dozen middle school students from Hikone, Japan, as a part of our Ann Arbor Hikone Sister City program. Trustees, you recall we're approaching 50 years of this partnership between the city of Hikone and the city of Ann Arbor. The Hikone students visit Ann Arbor once each fall, and then a delegation of Ann Arbor students visits Hikone every other year. So this is a tremendous tradition, and we're very excited that it's coming around for next week. Trustees, I have some not so great news, and that is that we've received word that Miss Annette Ferguson, our coordinator for business partnerships and volunteers, has taken a job at the University of Michigan Ross School of Business. So we're sorry to see her go, but I wanted to share this as a part of my report because we have about 48 business partnerships out there in the community, and we just want folks to know, go ahead and email or call and reach out to Miss Jenna Bacalor, who will be helping out, and we will be moving through this process of saying goodbye to Miss Ferguson. She's been coordinating international visits and establishing business and community relationships and recruiting volunteers, partnering with the Scarlet Portfolio Day, which uses many volunteers from our community. And so we're sad to her go, but we're happy for her development in an area that she feels is good for her professionally. As I shared, we have 48 active partnerships. Our students have benefited from companies such as Google, Toyota, Menlo Industries, Target, Costco. She's represented us with groups such as PTO Thrift Shop, Spark, the Ann Arbor Campus Community Coalition, Ann Arbor Ypsilanti Chamber of Commerce. She's also brought in many, many volunteers to our classrooms. She has established relationships with many parts of the University of Michigan, and they've just mobilized teams to paint, to plant, to partner in a variety of ways. She coordinates Portfolio Day at Scarlett Middle School, the Foster Grandparent and Big Brothers Big Sisters programs. Overall, she's arranged for over 400 volunteers each year that fill the needs of our teachers and other district staff. These range from guest speakers to pen pals to biweekly teacher assistants and tutors. So on behalf of the Ann Arbor Public Schools, we're just so grateful for Ms. Ferguson's service, and we wish her well in her new endeavors. Trustees and community, we hope everyone will mark your calendars. We are so excited to dedicate the new restored Allen Elementary, and we'll be over there for our October 25th meeting. And Ms. Osinski will be getting those invitations out soon to members of the community, to all of the neighbors around Allen who maybe have not had the opportunity to get inside and tour the building. And so that event will begin at 5:30 on October 25th with a reception and visitation. I'm sure we'll have live music, jazz, our students playing, and we look forward to being there and to really celebrating with our Allen community. And folks from other schools may be interested in taking a look, because that school will serve as a kind of prototype as we work our way through our sinking fund endeavor and restore our other buildings in similar ways. So we're very excited and look forward to great happenings this fall. On Monday evening, I'll be with our APAC group, our parent group, APAC at Tappan. 6:15 are the parent conferences, and then the actual meeting is at 7 p.m. But we'll start there and welcome those folks back to a good school year. We just look forward to September and October. The first 3 or 4 weeks, we're ironing out that schedule, and I'm always excited to see October roll around because folks are settled into their schedules and our students are doing well, and we've hopefully said goodbye to the extreme heat, and we hope have a little reprieve before we have to start thinking about the snow flying, although it could happen anytime, we know. So with that, it is always a pleasure to serve in the Ann Arbor Public Schools, and I thank you for the opportunity to share. Thank you.